My next film, both of us actually saw this, is Rustin. It's about activist Bayard Rustin face racism and homophobia as he helps change the course of civil rights history by orchestrating the 1963 March on Washington. It's directed by George C. Wolfe. It stars Coleman Domingo, Chris Rock.
And we also got Audra McDonald. You might not know her name, but you recognize her face. CCH Pounder. We also get Divine Joy Randolph, who's in The Holdovers. Michael Potts. I'm just going off the big ones.
Jeremy Wright.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a stacked cast, man. I was blown away just seeing people like, oh shit, that they're in here too. So that was kind of cool.
Overall, I love this film. I knew a little bit about Bayard Rustin. I knew he was gay, and I knew he was a friend of Martin Luther King because there's several pictures, if you kind of see back in the day of him and King together. But it pretty much showed where he was close friends, and it was a lot of inner politics happening between the NAACP and other civil rights groups. During the civil rights era. I thought that this was very insightful because, you kind of hear bits and pieces of things that were happening or different groups not really seeing eye to eye on a lot of methods and everything or, gatherings and stuff during the civil rights movement. Everybody pretty much wanted the same thing, but it was different paths that they were going to take. And it was real cool how he was like a person behind the scenes. And like right now, like he's pretty much finally getting real credit for, orchestrating all this. Because you never, he's just, other than me knowing his name, you just hear like big things about him. So I just thought that was real interesting. He's one of these people that I guess a couple of generations from now, just because of homophobia and stuff, we probably would have never heard about him. You know what I'm saying? Or they would have not told what, his full story or whatever. But
yeah, he's one of many because you hear about the MLKs, the Malcolm X's, and those guys, and but there were even John Lewis, but there was also a lot of guys around those guys, man.
Yeah,
and like you said, I always read about the behind the scenes conflicts, and some guys even almost coming to blows for not agreeing on how to approach things, and and there was a little bit of
little inner politics or just
egos in there too. Egos in there too, because some guys were getting famous on this and getting opportunities and becoming, we're on the edge of this movement, but some people made pretty good careers for themselves off of this, becoming mayors and governors and stuff like that. But it's interesting to see it depicted because I'm just imagining these things in my head that I read about, or where you might see another documentary and someone talks about some of this stuff, but to see it acted out by my man here, Coleman Domingo, who is so great to watch as an actor, man. This guy is so good. Like, I got my Color Purple ticket. Like, I'm watching that, bro, because he's gonna play Mr. I'll go see anything this dude is in, and it's gonna be great, as I just know, because it's crazy just watching him, and he's one of these actors too that I feel like I love a chameleon actor, where the actor really loses themselves in a character. They adopt tics that aren't, that are outside of their normal behavior, as a human. Like some actors get away with it because we like them, and like I think Brad Pitt lately has kind of been just sleepwalking in roles. I've never really seen him, maybe in his earlier days, where he would do that chameleon touch, but in essence, he's just playing a version of Brad Pitt, and we like him, and he's good at playing himself, so we let it rock. But with Coleman, everything that he's putting on this thing, man, it's like he takes the extra effort to make something different. But he's that good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, watching this guy work. And like I said, he's one of my favorites right now. Do yourself a favor and check this one out. It's on your Netflix. You don't got to go out of the way to see it, and you can watch it at home and enjoy it at time and learn some history.
Yeah, I just wish that they had I hope they just had this having a theatrical run for a while because he deserves an Oscar on this for this film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this was an excellent performance.
Yeah, I hope he does get this.
And overall, he's been like I've told you before, Corey. Between Zola and like his work on Fear the Walking Dead.
That 1 hour Zola. He did on Euphoria.
Oh yeah, Euphoria. He's amazing in Euphoria. Mm-hmm. He's right now. He's one of my favorite actors, and it's like he's everywhere. He goes like beyond like Denzel because he'll do TV. He'll come back around and do a film.